The vibrant pulse of Halloween night in Orlando was shattered by the deafening blast of gunfire. Just after 1 a.m., the heart of the city's celebrations transformed into a scene of chaos and terror. East Central Boulevard, bustling with costumed revelers just moments before, became a terrifying scramble for safety. The air, thick with the smell of gunpowder, was punctuated by screams and the chilling echo of sirens approaching in the distance. This wasn't some horror movie set. This was real. This was Orlando, and this time the mask hit a very real monster. The night had started with such promise. Thousands of people, young and old, descended upon downtown Orlando, eager to partake in the annual Halloween festivities. The streets were a kaleidoscope of color and costumes, a testament to the boundless creativity of the human spirit. Music spilled out from bars and clubs, blending into a joyous soundtrack for the evening. Laughter filled the air, a testament to the carefree spirit of the night. But in a heartbeat, everything changed. The sound of revelry was drowned out by a different noise, the staccato burst of gunfire. Panic seized the crowd. Instinct took over as people scrambled for cover, desperate to escape the invisible rain of bullets. Friends were separated from friends, their joyous cries replaced by shrieks of terror. As the echo of gunfire faded, the true horror of the situation began to reveal itself. The asphalt, once a stage for carefree celebration, was now stained with blood. The injured lay scattered amidst the debris, their costumes rendered grotesque by the wounds they now bore. First responders, their faces grim masks of determination, raced against time to triage the wounded. Ambulances, sirens wailing, weaved through the panicked crowd, ferrying the injured to nearby hospitals. Of the 9 people shot, 2 clung precariously to life, their conditions listed as critical. Doctors worked feverishly, battling to save lives and mend shattered bodies. The waiting rooms of Orlando's hospitals became filled with anxious families, their faces etched with worry as they prayed for the best, but braced for the worst. Witnesses, still reeling from the shock of what they had witnessed, struggled to articulate the events of the evening. Their voices, trembling with emotion, painted a picture of sudden and senseless violence. "It all happened so fast," one young woman said, her voice barely a whisper. "One minute we were laughing, the next we were running for our lives." A man, his face ashen, recounted the horrifying moment he realized what was happening. "He just started shooting," he said, his voice thick with emotion. "There was no warning, no reason. He just opened fire on a crowd of innocent people." Their words, raw and unfiltered, served as a chilling reminder of the fragility of life and the indiscriminate nature of violence. The festive atmosphere of Halloween had been irrevocably shattered, replaced by a collective trauma that would linger long after the last ambulance siren had faded. In the chaotic aftermath of the shooting, the Orlando Police Department sprang into action. Officers, their faces grim masks of determination, swarmed the area, securing the scene and launching a frantic search for the perpetrator. Witnesses, eager to help bring the gunman to justice, provided valuable information, their descriptions aiding in the swift identification of a suspect. Within hours, 17-year-old Jaylen Dwayne Edgar was apprehended by police, his reign of terror brought to an abrupt end. As Edgar was taken into custody, a collective sigh of relief rippled through the city. The streets, eerily quiet after the chaos of the shooting, remained blanketed by a heavy police presence, a reminder that the night's horrors were far from over. The arrest of Jaylen Dwayne Edgar sent shockwaves through the Orlando community. Who was this teenager, and what could have driven him to commit such a heinous act? As investigators delved into Edgar's background, a picture began to emerge of a troubled youth, haunted by a past littered with red flags. Juvenile records, sealed due to his age, hinted at a history of violence and instability. Neighbors and former classmates described him as a loner, prone to fits of anger and outbursts of rage. While the investigation into Edgar's motives was still ongoing, the emerging details painted a disturbing portrait of a young man teetering on the edge, consumed by a darkness that ultimately exploded into horrific violence. The tragedy served as a stark reminder of the complex and often overlooked issue of youth mental health and the devastating consequences of failing to address it. Section 7. Orlando mourns, a community in shock. The day after the shooting, a palpable pall hung over Orlando. The city, known for its vibrant energy and sunny disposition, seemed to have lost its sparkle. The streets, usually bustling with life, felt strangely empty, as if the city itself was holding its breath, struggling to comprehend the senseless tragedy that had unfolded within its midst. Flags flew at half-mast, a somber symbol of the collective grief that had enveloped the city. The heart of the city, once a scene of revelry and celebration, now stood as a makeshift memorial, a solemn testament to the lives lost and forever altered. Flowers, candles, and handwritten messages of love and support adorned the sidewalks, a poignant expression of the community's shared pain and resilience. Section 8. This Isn't Who We Are, Mayor Addresses the City. In the wake of the tragedy, Orlando's mayor addressed the city, his voice heavy with emotion. "This isn't who we are," he declared, his words echoing the sentiments of a community struggling to come to terms with the senseless violence that had visited their city. He spoke of the city's resilience, its unwavering spirit, and its determination to emerge from the darkness stronger than ever before. The mayor's words, a message of hope and defiance, resonated deeply with the people of Orlando. They were a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable tragedy, the human spirit had the power to endure, to heal, and to emerge from the darkness stronger than ever before. Section 9. A History of Violence, Orlando Relives Its Nightmares. For the city of Orlando, the Halloween shooting reopened old wounds, evoking painful memories of past tragedies. The city, once synonymous with sunshine and theme park magic, had become tragically acquainted with the horrors of mass shootings. The Pulse nightclub shooting in 2016, which claimed the lives of 49 innocent people, had left an indelible scar on the city's psyche. The echoes of that horrific night reverberated through the streets of Orlando, a stark reminder that the specter of gun violence continued to haunt the nation. The Halloween shooting served as a grim reminder that the fight for stricter gun control, for mental health awareness, and for an end to the senseless violence plaguing the nation was far from over. Section 10. Hope Amidst the Heartache. A City Unites in Grief. In the aftermath of the Halloween shooting, the city of Orlando found solace and strength in unity. People from all walks of life came together, their shared grief transcending any differences. Candlelight vigils, their flickering flames a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, offered a space for mourning, reflection, and healing. First responders, their courage and compassion on full display during those dark hours, were hailed as heroes, their selfless acts of service a beacon of light in the face of unimaginable tragedy. The road to healing would be long and arduous, but the people of Orlando, bound by their shared grief and their unwavering spirit, were determined to emerge from the darkness stronger than ever before. The Halloween shooting, a horrific reminder of the fragility of life and the indiscriminate nature of violence, also served as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a spirit that refused to be broken, a spirit that found strength in unity, and a spirit that, even in the face of unimaginable darkness, dared to hope for a brighter tomorrow. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more trending news.